What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Fulham FC career mode. Last episode, we saw the back end of the season as it comes to an end. And in this episode, the finale of season 1. And it has been full of ups and downs. We've had our ups in beating big teams, Man City in the last episode, I believe. We've also had our downs, especially Liverpool beating us 5-0 in the last episode. But let's get on with this final episode of this season. There will be definitely a season coming next in which we'll start again in the Premier League as we're in a good position. So you can see we are currently sitting 10th in the league. Luton Town sitting 19th and possibly already relegated. This is the last game of the season of season 1. If we just take some time here to look at some player stats, you can see Adam Holzek sitting 4th in the Golden Boot race. Cunha being the top by 1 goal in front of Salah. We're only 3 goals behind, so you never know. If we can beat Luton by a good amount, Holzek could grab the boot in the last game. Pereira sitting top with 30 assists this season. And you can see Palhinha down there in 14th. With 7. So we've not done bad creating chances and scoring goals. But here we go. The final game of the season. We take on Luton away from home. Let's end this season with a nice 3 points. And here we go. Last game of the season against Luton Town. Fulham looking to end this season with a bang. Robinson holding up the ball nicely. Gives it into the middle to Holzek, who sees Reed. Reed running in on goal. It's an early start for Fulham, 2 minutes in. Harrison Reed with the goal. Fulham have started very bright, only 2 minutes into this game. Adam Holzek picks up the ball and plays a nice through ball into Reed, who's on his weaker left foot but can still pass it past Tim Krul in net into that top corner. Fulham knocking on the door early. Pereira winning the ball. Robinson. Plays it back to Casano. Big spread over to Tete. Inside to Adama. Palhinha. Fulham just keeping hold of a bit of possession. Robinson. Plays it back to Casano, who spreads it again. Doesn't go all the way over. Reed picks it up into Adama. Plays it out wide for Tete. It's into the middle. Holzek jumps! And it's 2-0 in 8 minutes. Why could this form not be the whole way through the season? Picking up all these goals nice and early. Tete with an outstanding ball into the box. Maybe Krul should have come to claim. But Holzek can jump over the defender. Towering header into the side netting. 2-0 Fulham. Bassey feeds it into Wilson, who sees the outside run of Robinson. Puts a good ball into the box. Adama can't get his head to it. Reed knocks it in. Holzek on his left. Has a shot, but it's blocked. Still Holzek on the edge. What can you do with it? Feeds it through to Reed. Has a strike. Puts it wide. But the flag went up for offside. Fulham still looking dominant. Robinson. Palhinha. Tries spreading to Adama. It's not the right choice. Luton coming forward with Chong. Adebayo, ex-Fulham. Palhinha wins the ball. Fulham breaking forward now. Andreas loses the ball out to Mengi, but picks it back up. It's a poor bit of play from Luton. Holzek knocks it into Reed. Loses the ball. Luton regain possession. Coming forward now. Tahith Chong being chased down by Casano and Tete. He's still going though. Here's Bell. Into Bankart. Adebayo gets one back, scoring against his former club. Luton not giving up without a fight. Adebayo picks it up onto his right foot and puts it near post, beating Rodak. Luton finding their way back into this game. Luton coming forward with the ball. Finds a ball into Adebayo. Palinha's back to stick a foot in. Bassi plays out to Tete. Tete gives it to Adama, who knocks it back to Tete. Tete running forward. Plays a good ball down the line for Adama. Running into his space. Tries cutting it back to Reed. Doesn't work, but Reed picks it up anyway. Holzek makes it another goal to the tally. He's really chasing this golden boot as he runs over to the crowd to celebrate right in front of the Luton fans. This 21-year-old is hungry for goals and he's hungry for the golden boot this season. It's a poor clearance by Bell. And Reed picks it up, gives it into Holzek, who strikes it across goal once again. And Fulham regain their 2-goal cushion.
So back underway at 3-1. Lokonga. Lockyer.
Reed picking up the tackles here. Plays it into Palinha. Palinha makes it 4-1. There's been nothing shy of goals in this first half. 5 scored after 38 minutes. And Fulham taking the most of them. Reed picked up the ball from a bit of dilly-dallying at the back, I'd say, from Luton. And feeds it through to Palinha, who can get it on his left foot. And puts it straight past Krul. It's a cruel world, you could say. 4-1. Chong plays a ball forward to Adebayo. Diving in, we shouldn't. Chong gets it back. Gives it into Burkhard. Back to Chong. Tete sends him wide. Good challenge by Tete to get it off of Bell. Adama sprinting forward. Using his pace. No one can catch him. He's straight past Lockyer. Adama's still going. He sees Holzek on the edge. Holzek! It's a great save by Krul. Holzek almost picking up his hat-trick here in the first half. Can he maybe get his head from this corner? Andreas with the delivery. Holzek jumps, but over the bar for a Luton goal kick. It's not even over the bar. He's put it right wide. Palinha wins the header from the goal kick. Holzek gives it into Andreas Pereira, who's past his defender, but Mengi sticks a foot out. Coming into half-time now. Seevold gives it into Adebayo. Gives it to Sambi Lokonga. Plays it out wide to Ogbene. Tries beating Tete, but Tete standing up strong. Has to play it back to Bell. Don't let him in the box. Great save by Rodak. Away by Bassi. And we can clear it. Half time. A very dominant performance from the boys in white. Adam Holzek showing on the screen now. Definitely chasing that golden boot. But we don't know what's going on in the other games. Maybe he's in for his chance. You never know. One substitution made at half time. Wilson off for tiredness, and what could be the replacement of Willian, which could be his final game. Great turn by Palinha. Sprinting forward now. Plays it out wide. Willian, what can you do with it? Down the line, Robinson. Who's in the box for it? Adam Holzek! It's gone in! It's a hat-trick for Holzek. 3 episodes on the trot. He's gone for the acrobatic attempt. And Krul just couldn't keep it out. William plays it down the line. Robinson with a little dink into the box. An overhead kick comes off the shin of Holzek. And Krul comes off his hands. It comes off his face. And he wraps himself around the post. but can't keep the ball out. A hat-trick for Holzek, and it's 5-1 to Fulham. It's put into the box. Kasanu can get it away, and Andreas breaking forward now. He's got Willian ahead of him, and it's a great ball. Andreas Pereira plays it through to Willian. Willian has got chased, but 1-on-1 with the keeper. And it's 6-1. This game has been put to bed, and Fulham have looked no shy of dominance. It's a great ball through from Andreas, and Willian tucks it into the near post. Krul cannot make much more of an effort to try and stop it. It's quite poor goalkeeping. Maybe that shows from his age. Maybe he's going to retirement himself. Rodak with a big switch over to Adama, who touches it down nicely and loses the ball, wins it back, and gives it away. Seavold coming through. Adebayo. Kasanu's there to pick it up. Gives it to Willian. Can't quite find Holzek. Adebayo. Back hard. Great save by Rodak. Luton have a corner. Another substitution being made. Harrison Reed coming off and Luis Chavez coming on. Bit of a defensive switch up. Corner from Luton, but it's very poor. It's a poor clearance from Chavez as well, but we can still pick it up. Andreas staying strong. Gives it to Robinson. Tries finding a ball through to Holzek. Not happening there. Luton coming back forward. Here comes Seavold. Tries poking it past Rodak, but Rodak stands his ground. It's another corner to Luton. Luton with this corner. Bit better this time. Rodak can't keep hold of it. Maybe he should have. It's another corner. Lokonga whips in number 3. Adebayo heads over the bar. Luton can't find the target. Maybe the scoreline has got to him a little bit. Bassi with a beautiful ball over to Willian. Gives it into Holzek. Spreads over to Adama, who dinks a little ball into Andreas. It's a poor touch. It's a good strike. It's unfortunate. It would have been nice to see that one ripple the back of the net, but it's just unfortunate. Good bit of build up again. Just can't hit that target. Ogbene running forward. Gives it back to Seavold. Back to Ogbene. Willian standing up well. Can't quite get the ball clear. Robinson puts a good challenge in. Willian playing with it at the back. It's gone into the box, but it's another great save by Rodak. Luton corner. This time by Chong. Adebayo tries finding it. Lockyer goes for the diving header. But a free kick given for handball. Bit of a mix up in the box. Great challenge by Kasanu. Holzek. Gives it to Andreas. Still Andreas. Gives it back to Holzek with a touch from Chong. Willian. Here comes Robinson. Cuts it back to Holzek. What can you do with it? Beats his man. And puts it into the net. Fulham find 7. Here it comes, Holzek. Puts it onto his right foot. And just puts it past Krul. Krul has had a hard day in the office. But Fulham have got their feet up. Andreas gives it to Paulinho. Fulham still looking, breaking forward. Willian into the middle. Holzek with a touch and the strike. It's 5 for Holzek. A man who joined us halfway through the season could win the Premier League Golden Boot with that strike. Willian running down the left. Gives it to Holzek. The first touch is lovely and he hits it on the volley. Near post. Krul was never getting to it. Fulham score 8 in this game.
Well, at the moment, they just can't get near the ball, and you can fully understand the crowd.
Holzek knocks it back to Chavez.
Much more from their team.
Puts the ball over the top to Andreas, who strikes. It's just too easy now. And I promise you guys, this game is being played on Legendary. It's been played Legendary all season, as you've seen from some of the results that we've had. But Fulham just having a field trip in this game, as Andreas makes it number 9.
The keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
It's a great finish. Crawled too slow to get down to it. Fulham, I think, won this game from the first half.
With this performance.
Brown. Losing possession. Adama.
Fulham just seeing out this game now. Passing the ball around, keeping possession. Chavez into Adama. Plays it down the line to Tete,
Well, that's eye-catching.
who holds it up. Gives it to Holzek, who's had a great game. Palinja tries a strike from range. Goes all the way back to Robinson. Here's Willian.
Willian.
Trying to beat Lockyer on this left-hand side, and he does.
And Willian on
One ball into the box. And they can get it away with Mengi. Chong picks it up. And the full-time whistle, which ends this Premier League season. That man there, Adam Holzek, what can you say about him? It was a great signing, and the person that told me to get him in the comments, it was a great shout, as he has done absolute wonders for Fulham for half a season, and hopefully more seasons to come. Even though the season has come to the end, it's nice to see that Alex Iwobi has recovered from his injury, which means he will have to battle for his place in the side next season. But it's good to see that the player is clear and ready for the season forthcoming. And there we go. The end of the season. We finished 10th in the league. We only get a round 3 replay in the FA Cup and a round 3 in the Carabao. So hopefully next season we can better each one of them results. Hopefully finishing within a European spot in the Premier League, and possibly going into further rounds in the Cups. But you can see here, champions of the Premier League this season was Liverpool. Clearly left Manchester United, Man City behind by a good 8 points. And being relegated this season is Bournemouth, Luton, and shockingly Brighton. I'd have expected Brighton to maybe stay up. Bear in mind the season they had in real life, obviously going into Europa League. But maybe it was one too many games causing fitness issues. And players being bought from other clubs for how good they are and their potential as well. The winner of the FA Cup went to Tottenham, beating Manchester City 2-1 in the final. The Carabao Cup went to Manchester United, beating Tottenham in the final by 2-1. So one side of Manchester got a title, but it wasn't the blue side. The Champions League was also won by Manchester United, beating Real Madrid 2-1. So Manchester United taking 2 trophies home and a bit of glory to the red side of Manchester. The Europa League goes to Liverpool with a tight game against Marseille, ending 3-2. And Aston Villa winning the conference, making it England sides all winning in Europe. And here you go. This will be the beginning of season 2. However, it will not start in this episode. You will have to wait a little bit of time before you can see it. But this just shows it's a new beginning.